Assalamualaikum and a very good day to my fellow friends and our beloved lecturer, Dr. Suhana binti Muhammad. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Nur Shamin binti Zamri and the other four members of my group is Muhammad Shah, Siti Musliha, Siti Nurashikin and Nur Madiha. In this chapter, we are going to present about banking product and services, RHB versus CIMB. I hope you enjoy our presentation. Let's start. Let me start with the introduction first. The main source of fund for most financial institutions is the deposit from customers, either on an individual basis or as corporate placement of funds. The main use of this fund is the activities of providing loans, advances, and financing. Commercial bank offers various products and services to meet the financial needs of the individuals and corporations. As we are choosing RHB Bank and CIMB Bank, we are going to explore more on their background first. I will start with RHB Bank. RHB Bank Berhad, formerly known as RHB Sakura Merchant Bank Berhad, is a Malaysian bank based in Kuala Lumpur and founded in 1994. It is one of the largest banks in Malaysia. Ranked among the top banks in Malaysia and with a significant presence in ASEAN, RHB has strong market leadership in Malaysia across targeted products and segments. With more than 14,000 employees group-wide, RHB presents spans 8 countries in the ASEAN region. RHB Banking Group officially received the license for its Islamic banking subsidiary on 1 March 2005, making it the first commercial banking group in Malaysia to have its full-fledged Islamic bank. RHB Islamic Banking offers a range of consumer, business and corporate banking services and solutions that are Sharia-based. Then we move to the background of CIMB Bank. CIMB Group Holding Berhad is a Malaysian universal bank headquartered in Kuala Lumpur and operating in high-growth economies in ASEAN. CIMB Group is an indigenous ASEAN Investment Bank. CIMB has a wide retail branch network with 1,080 branches across the region. It is the fifth largest banking group by asset in ASEAN and as at the end of September 2022 had around 33,000 staff and over 19 million customers. CIMB Islamic is CIMB Group Global Islamic Banking and Finance franchise. It offers the full complement of Sharia-compliant financial solutions operating in parallel with the group's universal banking franchise. It is also a world leader in Islamic finance. The group is headquartered in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia and offers consumers banking, commercial banking, investment banking, Islamic banking and asset management products and services.
Hi, Assalamualaikum to Madam and all my friends. My name is Normadi Afika binti Faisal. So today I want to talk about deposit. So deposit is defined as the deposit of excess fund in the financial system by surplus unit for the purpose of either investment or temporary placement. If the placement is for investment, the placement time might be short, medium or long term. However, if the aim of the placement is to store it somewhere safer or for temporary, it is parking only, it is usually for limited period of time while waiting for finance to be used. So, as we can know, banks provide a variety of deposit in order for target a certain segment of the market. Others may provide a paying product in the form of competitive rates that are greater than traditional fixed deposit rates, which are heavily influenced of interbank rates. So in deposit have four types. First are saving account, second are current account, third are so there is a four types in deposit, which is first is saving account, the Second one is current account. The third one is fixed deposit account. And the last one is negotiable instrument of deposit, which is we can know is NID. So first, I will elaborate about saving account. All commercial bank and some development financial institution, such as saving institution with the CIMB Bank or RHB Bank, provide saving account as sort of alternative deposit. So, saving account, a commercial bank have development financial institution. So, saving account also can accessible at automated teller machine, we know as ATM, where it can be withdrawal transaction at many locations. It is also can give mini statement when withdrawal or cash deposit at ATM machine or cash deposit machine can be printed to check in our balance and deposit and how the money deposit at the cash deposit money. So, for the open account, the age must be 18 years old and a Malaysian citizen or else permanent resident to apply the bank account. So, if you the below 18 or 12, each can make a new account bank but must have a guardian name as your guardian such as your parents. So the second one is current account. A current account is a bank account from which you deposit or withdraw the funds. The most banks have provided variety of current account with the verifying features allowing you to pick the account and the best meets your needs. So, current account are used for majority of routine banking transactions. These include paying direct debits, mobile phone bills, utility bills, rent payments, and cash deposit for making purchase by using PIN or PayWave. So most people will have their salary deposit into their checking account. So current account can make it simple to manage our finances. So most account include online and mobile banking, making it simple to monitor what is going out from our debit card every day. So for current account, uh, transfer fund to other account, make payment to friends and family, and manage our finances with allow and check your balance and bank on the go. So the third one is fixed deposit. The fixed deposit account, sometimes we know as a FD, is a form of bank account that guarantees the investor a predetermined rate of returns. In exchange, the investor agrees to not to withdraw or access their cash over a specified time period. When you start a fixed deposit account, you can select a tenor. Sometimes we cannot add a term. When you choose the term, you are electing to put your money aside from the set amount of time and not touch it, such as a saving. So the longer term you invest, the greater the interest rate are best time for investment. So the last one for the types of deposit is negotiable instrument of deposit. Negotiable instrument of deposit are a tool for commercial banks, qualifying finance businesses, and merchant banks to mobilize domestic deposit from the public. So the interest rate are fixed on the influence by interbank rates with a larger amount of your deposit, such as if you deposit 500,000, it is more the interest rate on the NID. So the certificate of the period able to placement between 1 month up to 5 years.
These are the banking products that offered in banking services. Remittance of fund transfers. What is the meaning of remittance or fund transfer? It is one of the main banking products used by the consumers, defined as sending of money from one place to another by involving the movement of funds from a sender to a recipient at a distance. Banks have the facilities for consumer to send it within a reasonable short period of time. There are three methods that we can remit our money. The first one is cashier's order, demand draft, telegraphic transfer, or online transfer. The first method that we can use is cashier's order. It is issued in Malaysian ringgit to pay a beneficiary normally residing in the same area or town where the issuing bank is located. The comparison between RHB and CIMB bank that we can find is their cut-off time. For RHB, the cut-off time is before 4 p.m. while for CIMB, the cut-off time on 3 p.m. Next is the demand draft, normally used for payment outside the area of issuing or even outside the country. It is payment order in writing in the form of check addressed by a bank to another, requiring the bank to whom it is addressed to pay on demand the sum stated in the draft to or to the order of the person specified on the draft. Since demand draft and cashier's order may be slightly different, so their comparison is same as cashier's order. The last method is telegraphic transfers (TT) or online transfer. Transferring money electrically using cable, telex, fax, telephone or any kind of fund transfer system such as IBG, Rentas or Swift. It is very convenient, fast and safe. No signature required by using test key authentication (TAC) or OTP code to ensure authorization of the payment for locally or globally. There are two types of TT. First one is outward TT, transfer of money in MYR and transfer within Malaysia only. Foreign outward TT, transfer of money in MYR foreign currencies to the payee outside Malaysia. The comparison between CIMB and RHB, the cut-off time is CIMB based on the remit currency. It can remit to all countries except North Korea or Iran. All foreign currency transfers between residents will require supporting document in accordance to the Foreign Exchange Administration FEA rule. This is the table that we found on the official website of RHB Bank of instant transfer. The items are fees and charges, daily transaction limit, payment reference, operating hours, crediting time, and refund time.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Muslia binti Musliran. I would like to present about credit facilities and internet banking. Credit facilities, type of loan made in a business or corporate finance context. It allows the borrowing business to take out money over an extended period of time rather than reapplying for a loan each time it needs money. Type credit facilities is overdraft, term loans, housing loan, personal loan, hire purchase, block discounting, leasing, factoring, trade finance, bankers acceptance, export credit financing, bank guarantee, and shipping guarantee. Overdraft. An overdraft lets you borrow money through your current account by taking out more money than you have in the account. You can ask your bank for an overdraft or they might just give you one, but don't forget that an overdraft is a type of loan. Two types of overdraft is authorized overdraft and unauthorized overdraft. Overdraft. An overdraft lets you borrow money through your current account by taking out more money than you have in the account. You can ask your bank for an overdraft or they might just give you one, but don't forget that an overdraft is a type of loan. Two types of overdraft is authorized overdraft and unauthorized overdraft. Benefit overdraft CIMB and RHB. CIMB is acceptable collateral. You can use collateral you already have with CIMB to secure an overdraft. Fixed deposit, selected structured product FRNID, selected unit trust funds. Or you can use this collateral instead Amanah Saham Bumiputera, Unit Amanah Saham Nasional. RHB overdraft facilities is designed to meet your financial needs, expand your business and working capital, or build business with this benefit. Make short-term financing gap that may arise from the business operating cycle and attractive interest rate. Term loans. receive a one-time lump sum of money. These loans can be used for personal and business expenses. Term loans are an excellent option for both short and long-term financing needs, normally used to finance capital expenditure to purchase fixed assets such as machinery and equipment. So this is benefit term loans, CIMB and HRHB. CIMB is insurance and valuation fees to be borne by the customer, processing fees 1% on total loan amount minimum USD 1,000. HRHB term loans with many value-added features and flexible options enable to start a new business, expand current business, or provide a working capital. Good business with this benefit flexible repayment period of up to 10 years and attractive interest rate. Housing loan. A loan to finance the purchase of a house. The house purchase will then be used by the bank as a first legal charge security for taking the loan. Maturity is usually between 10 until 50 years or even 25 years. Bank Negara Malaysia has issued guidelines to commercial banks to ensure prospective house buyers costing RM100,000 or less to have access to credit at a reasonable cost. Because of this, the interest rate charged will be 1.75% above the declared BLR or 9% or whichever is lower. Margin of financing is usually 95% of the purchase. Benefit housing loan, CIMB and HRHB. CIMB is features a conventional term loan that offers standard repayment amount monthly until the end of tenure. Attractive package up to 95% margin of financing inclusive group mortgage, term assurance, legal, valuation fees, pay lower monthly installment during the first 5 years and full installment from the sixth year onward. Instant approval, full approval in just 1 minute. RHB is equity home financing I with redraw machines, commodity murabahah, term financing I CMPFI for home, commodity murabahah, term financing I CMPFI for home, full flexi, commodity murabahah, my first home financing I, commodity murabahah, scheme jaminan kredit perumahan home financing I. Personal loan. A loan given to individual normally has a maturity between 6 months to 3 years and more. The loan is normally paid based on monthly installment. Any individual above 80 years old can apply for the loan. The bank needs to do the appraisal related to the character and financial standing of the applicant before approving the loan. Personal loans are usually between 5,000 until to 200,000. Information needs to be furnished by potential borrower are 3 months settlement of income and income tax. Benefit personal loan, CIMB and HRHB. CIMB is Express Cash Financing I, individual age 21 to 60 years old, minimum monthly gross income, guarantor is not required, financing tenure of up to 5 years with minimum tenure of 6 months. Express Cash Financing I enjoy fast and flexible financing up to 8x your gross monthly income, basic plus fixed income. Minimum monthly gross income, guarantor is not required, financing tenure of up to 5 years with minimum tenure of 6 months. RHB Bank, able to ease your financial commitment through variable rates from as low as 4.40 equivalent to flat rate as low as 2.85% in time to come will enjoy a lower profit rate with a principal reduction. Consolidate your debt into one single payment and enjoy financing up to 200,000. Lower profit rate via reducing balance method financing tenure up to 10 years. Benefit Hire Purchase (CIMB) vs RHB. CIMB is New and Used Car Perfect Financing Plan for all types of vehicle. Instant approval, 1 minute approval, fast decision upon submission. Easy repayment for monthly installment. RHB is fast approval, competitive rates, personalized service, high margin of financial up to 90%, flexible payment, period of up to 9 years. Block discounting. Block discounting is a revolving credit facility granted to motor dealer, credit and leasing companies to enhance their working capital by discounting block of hire purchase and leasing agreement receivable for cash. Factoring. Get cash for your business immediately when you sell your invoices. These invoices can include sales ledgering and collection service. Factoring is a receivable financing facility where bank purchase your trade receivable and gain ownership of the debt. The client customers would then become the debtor to bank and required to pay bank directly to discharge their debt. So this is benefit of CIMB Bank. Shorten your cash collection cycle when you sell your receivable to bank. As the invoices you sold to us is paid down, your limit for cash advance get replenished and it available for you to use. CIMB not charge for the amount not used. Make payment easily through any CIMB Bank branch nationwide or through online banking. Get cash advance by using your invoice as trade finance. Trade finance represents the financial instruments and products that are used by companies to facilitate international trade and commerce. Easier for importers and exporters to transact business through trade. It covers many financial products that banks and companies utilize to make trade transactions feasible. Benefit Trade Finance (CIMB) and RHB. CIMB is outward bills for collection IOBCI inward documentary credit without resource export financing I foreign bills of exchange purchase multi-currency trade financing I MCTF I domestic bill of exchange purchase I accepted bills I. So RHP is trade solution I purchase or sale, SMEs export financing via FCTF I sale, flexible trade financing I accepted bills I purchase or sales, foreign currency trade financing purchase or sale, trust receipt I, trade bill purchase I, trade bill purchase again letter of credit. Bankers' acceptance: a bill of exchange drawn by customers to their owner, payable on a specific future date and accepted by the bank for the purpose of financing trade transaction, export, import or domestic. Minimum amount of financing RM50,000 or equivalent. Minimum financing period 21 days. Maximum financing period 365 days. Benefit Bankers Acceptance (CIMB) and RHB. Cost effective. VA are negotiable in a secondary market which makes them a more cost effective way to finance purchase and or sell in ringgit measure. Alternative financing. VA are an alternative way to finance purchase or importation as well as sell or exportation. Less paperwork. Minimal documentations, invoices, transport documents is required when you trade using BA. RHB is allow access to funding with competitive rates, improved cash flow for better cash management, to commitment fees for non-utilized facility. Export credit refinancing provide an alternative short-term pra and post-shipment financing to direct or indirect exporters to promote export of manufactured product, agriculture product, and primary commodities. It is available to a manufacturer or trading company with ECR credit line duly established with any participating commercial bank. Benefit EFR, CIMB and RHB. CIMB, cheaper financing resources, enjoy financing with competitive interest rate, alternative financings, finance overhead expenses and purchase of domestic and foreign input. RHB ECR pre-shipment facility is available to direct or indirect exporters to finance purchases from domestic and or foreign supplier prior to shipment of eligible goods to overseas buyers. ECR post-shipment facility is available to direct exporters who export eligible goods on site or use and terms. Bank guarantee. A bank guarantee is a type of financial backstop offered by a lending institution. The bank guarantee means that the lender will ensure that the liabilities of a debtor will be met. In other words, if the debtor fails to settle a debt, the bank will cover it. A bank guarantee enables the customer or debtor to acquire goods, buy equipment, or draw down a loan. Benefit Bank Guarantee (CIMB) and RHB. CIMB is assurance, enjoy credit enhancement based on CIMB Islamic Bank's strong credit standing, better trade terms. The guarantee and assurance provided by a BGI can allow you to negotiate better terms and conditions in your trade agreement. Certainty provide your trading partner with the certainty of getting paid or compensate should you default on your agreement. So RHB is provides an undertaking on your behalf, giving comfort and assurance to the beneficiary, protects your interest as the bank will assist in reviewing the contents of guarantee before issuance. Facilitates transaction between contracting parties to extend customer reach beyond local boundaries. Shipping Guarantee. Shipping Guarantee (SG) is an indemnity document issued by the bank addressed to the shipping company on the instruction of the importer to take delivery of goods from the shipping company or its agent in the absence of the original bill of lading. Benefit Shipping Guarantee (CIMB and RHB). CIMB is faster, get your delivered goods released to you immediately. Cost saving. By taking your goods sooner, you can reduce the amount you have to spend on storage and demurrage port charges. Improve cash flow. Start selling your goods sooner when they are released to you sooner. RHB is enable you, the importer, to take delivery of the goods immediately. Eliminates storage, demurrage, and handling charges. Avoid possible losses due to the deteriorating condition of the goods.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Shah bin Rashid. Today I want to present about consumer product. Financial product or service that is delivered, offered or provided in connection with a consumer financial product or service is referred to as a consumer financial product or service. Consumer financial product and service are those that are used by consumer primarily for personal, family or household purpose. First is automated teller machines, ATMs. HB versus CIMB is same service charges. First, cash advance fee for credit card via ATM, 5% of transaction amount or a minimum 50 ringgit, whichever is higher. Second, MEPS charges at local bank and Islamic Forest Bank ATM, 1 ringgit per MEPS ATM withdrawal transaction. Third, MEPS charges at local Imperial Forest Bank ATM, Citibank, SSBC, OCBC, Standard Chartered Bank Malaysia, UOB, service charge, 1 ringgit per MEPS ATM withdrawal transaction. For interbank giro IBG via ATM, 10 cents per transaction. Is instant transfer, NPS charge at ATM, NPS charge NPS Maybank Bank ATM, local Maybank Bank and Islamic Foreign Bank, local NEFP, local Imperial French Bank, LIFP. Fee amount 5,000 and below, fee amount about 5,000 to 50 cents per transaction. 6. Reload touch and go at ATM, 50 per successful reload transaction. And last, electronic share application via ATM, RM2 50 cents per transaction. Is credit card. B. Finance charge on purchases. If all or any of the finance charge remain paid after the payment due date, the finance charge will be imposed on any outstanding finance charges and other fee, include late payment charge that were carried forward from previous statement that is unpaid after the payment due date. Card members who properly settle their minimum payment due for 12 consecutive months. Interest rate 1.25 per month, 50 per annum. Card members who properly settle their minimum payment due of at least 10 months or more in a 12 month cycle. The 20-month minimum payment at 12-month minimum payment due cycle will not apply to any card members. 1.42 per month, 70 per annum. And last, card members who do not fall within the above categories, 1.5% per month at 10 per annum. To enjoy lower finance charges for the retail transaction, you should make at least a 10 payment in the last 12 months. Platinum business 15% per annum of the outstanding amount calculated on a daily basis of the outstanding amount not fully paid by the payment due date. Finance charge, if all or any of the finance charge remain unpaid after the payment due date, the finance charge will be imposed on any outstanding finance charge and other fee, include late payment charge that were carried forward from previous statement that is unpaid after the payment due date. Finance charge to retail transaction. The charge are 1.25 per month or 50 per annum if you have properly settled your minimum payment due for 20 consecutive months. 1.42% per month or 70 per annum if you have properly settled your minimum payment due for at least 10 months in 20-month cycle. 1.5 per month of 80 per annum if your payment record is not within either A or B above. Minimum monthly repayment 5% of current balance plus 1,000% of any service tax and any other value added taxes imposed if any 100% of all any monthly installment due for any programmer engagement operated by the bank, any unpaid minimum payment specified in the preceding month statement of 50 ringgit whichever in higher. Current balance equal retail taxation amount if any, plus cash advance amount if any, plus finance charge and or late payment charge and any other applicable fees and charge if any. Late payment charge 1% on the unpaid balance arising from retail transaction and cash advance, subject to a minimum of 10 ringgit and a maximum of 100 ringgit and will only be imposed if the minimum payment due is not paid by the due date. Debit card. IHB debit card to 12 ringgit 12 ringgit with 0.5 cashback or for overseas transaction. Okay, ISB debit card at ringgit without cashback. HSB Visa Chester League debit card issuer fee 15 ringgit, annual fee 12 ringgit with 0.5 cashback for overseas transaction. HSB Premium Visa Infinite debit card 50 ringgit wave for the first year. For the subsequent year is will be waived subject to 5,000 retail spare per annum or swipe their card a minimum of 5 times in a year. HSB Premier Multi Currency Visa debit card 20 ringgit wave for the first year, provide that the entire deposit on the HSB multi currency account is at USD 2000 if the internal deposit is less than USD 2000 in 200. The issuance fee be charged. HSB multi currency Visa debit card 20 ringgit, HSB corporate debit card 12 ringgit, Easy Smart debit card 20 ringgit. CMB. CMB prefer debit master issuer fee waive. CMB prefer debit Mastercard annual fee waive. Conversion from exact CMB bank card to CMB prefer debit Mastercard waive. Domestic ATM withdrawal fee. CMB, MEPS, MBPS nil 1 per transaction, 4 per transaction. International ATM withdrawal fee CMB nil, MEPS at per transaction, master overseas 10 ringgit per transaction. Replacement of CMB prefer debit Mastercard to 40 chip card renewal nil. Replacement of CMB prefer debit Master due to loss on the thief or card damage due to card member issue 12 ringgit. Utility bill payment to ATM nil. Self retrieval fee 50 ringgit. My debit cash or fee 50 cent per transaction. Corporate product electronic data interchange EDI and electronic bridge between bank and customer which carry detailed trading data and payment information is faster cost saving. A company is able to send its order and invoice its business partner via EDI. EDI can also be used to salary crediting. EDI give the ability to retailer to respond to customer demand. Transportation company EDI provide fast and accurate information of shipping. Bank EDI provide up-to-date information related to customer account and also facilitated offer and management of payment and fund. Can also be used for import and export. In EDI, a new EDI system was put in place year 2000. Second, adjustments were made because banks are required to operate 24 warehouse. The previous system was not Y2K compliant, no interface between EDI system and the bank back office system, and last slow payment executive.
Internet banking. Internet banking allows customers of a financial institution to conduct financial transactions on a secure website operated by the institution. To access a financial institution online banking facility, a customer having personal internet access must register with the institution for the service. Phone banking allows customers to perform banking transactions through telecommunication device by dialing a touch-tone telephone or mobile communication unit. Provides an alternative to almost all the functions available on the automated teller machine ATMs, except withdrawal and deposit of cash. Benefit phone banking, CIMB and RHB. CIMB save as favorite now on the CIMB Clicks apps to faster and effortless experience. Transfer money to your Touch and Go e-wallet. Adjust your ATM or debit card limits on the go. More ways to set up Do It Now QR. can schedule your Do It Now to mobile or ID transfer ahead of time. So RHP is faster and secure login, cashless payment via Do It Now QR, get immediate alerts on card payments, pay with one touch, transfer funds easily using Do It Now and Do It Now QR. Search for billers and pay them conveniently, easy access to extra funds, personalized banking experience, ASNB account.
So next, I will explain about features of banking product or services. So, automatic mobile loans, credit cards and mortgage loan or any other installment loan product, certificates of deposit and other deposit product supplied by the bank are example of banking product and services. So, the RHB Bank Islamic and CIB Bank Islamic are both Islamic bank and have different type of features and product. So, for the RHB Bank Islamic, provide many products that for customer apply for at the bank. So, as we can see, the deposit part of RHB Bank provide for deposit bank is product finder, current account, saving account, term deposit, multi-currency, and many else. So money kept in a bank is referred to as deposit in the world of finance. So for CIMB Bank is offering a diverse range such as investment, such panca takaful, security service, and more else. So with implementation of our Islamic first strategy, CMB hope that broaden the value proposition of Islamic products to our customer and general public. Hope to gradually incorporate environmental, social, and governance aspect through a value-based approach. So this product give investor option of diverse market. So this product performance of underlying references determines the possible return for structured products.
So now I will explain more on the advantages and disadvantages of banking products and services. So banks have been in existence since human society started the business of trade. Around 2000 before century, the merchants in India gave grain loans to farmers and traders to aid them in the business. So in the Greece and the Roman empires, temples accepted deposits and gave loans. Almost every famous civilization in the world, such as Egyptian, Babylonian, Mesopotamian, ancient China and India, had some form of traditional banking setup. The first advantage of banking products and services is that before the introduction of the modernized banking system, people used to save their money in hard cash. This means that they stored their cash in lockers underground, sometimes with the grains. There were so many instances when the money got stolen or eaten by the rats and maybe got rot through the years. However, the modern banking system completely eliminated the need to store hard cash. It actually helps save a huge proportion of public wealth that used to get spoiled in storage. So banks actually give you a safe place to store your money without worrying about it being stolen. So you don't have to carry a large sums of cash around with you or hide it at home. So the second advantage is wide range of reasonably priced loans. The capabilities for advances are somewhat standard across most banks. Present-day foundations have broken this cycle by expanding openness to advances and offering more sensible prerequisites. Back in the days before the modern banks were established, people would borrow money from local moneylenders, landlords, merchants, or other wealthy individuals. These loans were given at exorbitant interest rates that most people couldn't afford to pay. In the process, the borrower would always remain in debt. It was a vicious cycle. Modern banks started providing cheaper loans to the underprivileged section of society, breaking the whole expensive loan systems. Next advantage is to drive the economy ahead. So banks frequently lend substantial amounts of capital to a variety of economic sectors, including small businesses and agriculture, which raises employment rates and consumer spending power. Banks are expected to support particular aspects of society by the government. Communities and industries in rural or underdeveloped areas are two examples. So when loans are approved and invested in these areas, development and modernization are accelerated, and local branches are built to make banking services more accessible. So the fourth advantage is economies of extensive scale. A bank's extensive reach through the branch banking system and the advantages of large-scale operations are extremely important advantage. The bank's services will be better if it can reach a wider audience. Net banking, card payments, ATM, and other services are now available from banks even in the most remote and backward places. The services have become extremely affordable, sometimes even free, and as a result of these massive operations. Last but not least is the evolution in rural areas. Banks contribute to rural development in multiple ways. First, the government requires banks to lend to specialized industries like agriculture and rural infrastructure. In rural areas, this results in the development of cutting-edge infrastructure and methods, which in turn drives growth. Second, because banks are opening branches in backward areas, the rural population now has access to modern bank services like check-in accounts, ATMs, lockers, and others. Also, when a new bank branch opens in a village, it needs things like internet access, 24-hour electricity, new employees, etc. So in addition to providing the villagers with internet and electricity, this also creates jobs. The last advantage is globally accessible. Many banks work at the worldwide level, and this has helped individuals and organizations in a manner that was impractical before the foundation of present-day banks. Global banks help in the settlement of money, trading one cash for another, help in send out by moving reports and installments, loan cash to states, establishments, and other world associations. So the span of the banks is limitless, and it has helped in making the world a worldwide town. Although there are many benefits of modern banks, it comes with their fair share of flaws. So let us now discuss the disadvantages of banks to understand them better. The first disadvantage is possibilities of bankruptcy. Customers who fear the bank will fail may reduce their spending or withdraw their funds, which can hurt banks as well. So this can happen when the economy is falling apart, like during the Great Depression. The world economy goes through turbulent times every few years. Events such as the Great Depression of 1929, World War I and II, and the dot-com bubble of 2000 or Great Recession of 2008. Great Depression was an economic shock that impacted most countries across the world. It was a period of economic depression that became evident after a major fall in stock prices in the United States. The second disadvantage is the risk of fraud and robberies. Online banking is extremely convenient. With the click of a button, you can withdraw or transfer money. However, this also means that it is far easier for another party to access your information. The rise in internet banking has given the rise in cybercrime as well. Now, more people are exposed to the risk of credit card theft, stolen passwords, net banking frauds, and there have been robberies where robbers don't even have to enter the bank physically, and yet they can steal millions of dollars through the internet. So this leaves the public vulnerable. This also increases the expenses that banks have to incur to safeguard their systems, which are eventually charged to the customers. Lastly, risk of public debt. This is not a bank-specific risk, rather it is a risk that individuals take on themselves when interacting with a bank. If a person has a pattern of maxing out their credit card every month and only repaying the minimum, the person will quickly spiral into debt. A personal bad habit is actually borrowing more money than one can afford to pay back. However, banks' lenient lending practices exacerbate the situation. People's personal finances may suffer as a result. It even affects businesses that borrow working capital loans and term loans from banks but are unable to repay them. So, in comparison, the debt crisis affects fewer businesses, but it persists. As a conclusion, it is impossible to avoid the services provided by banks. A bank acts as a middleman between people and the financial world to protect your money and let you borrow money when you need it. We conclude that as a result that modern banks have benefited society in numerous ways. So due diligence efforts and appropriate policies can easily overcome their shortcomings. Overall, the rise of banks has been beneficial to the society and of course the economy.